Flags were raised by the Tri-State Young Marines under the direction of Gabe Arlea, and the music is provided by the Gem City Brass under the direction of John Newer. Thank you both so very much. Before I say a few words about this special day, it is very important for me to pay tribute to the many foundation members, community volunteers, financial supporters, and literally hundreds of individuals from our community who in some way contributed to this wonderful memorial. In addition, I would like to also thank the 60+ individuals and businesses who made donations or pledges of over $1,000 or more to the foundation, the names of which are inscribed on the sponsorship monument below. Also on the back of your program, we tried to list as many individuals and businesses as we could who contributed in some way to help the foundation. Whether large or small, their contribution was vital in bringing this project to reality. If I inadvertently left anybody out, I truly apologize. Now I'd like to pay tribute to some very special individuals. Nancy Stroke and her entire fundraising group, most of which are here today with us, deserve a tremendous amount of credit for their never-give-up attitude. For over 8 years, they have held various fundraisers that virtually kept the foundation together during some very difficult times. Bud Billiard, a truly special person, whose original design concept was actually used as a blueprint for what you see today. Bud has been absolutely critical to the success of this project. In addition to securing thousands of dollars in fundraising, Bud would literally do anything that I ask of him, and I truly appreciate it. Ernie Stewson. Ernie not only supervised the construction of the memorial, he also assisted in the memorial's design. Ernie's expertise in the many areas of the construction process was invaluable. And as a result, the construction process went smooth and stayed on schedule. I can't thank Ernie enough for joining the group and being a calming presence at times when it was so desperately needed. And I think he knows exactly what that means. Pope Bell and Robert Scott Lumber provided a tremendous amount of advice and support during the entire process. And Pope was one of the original members, foundation members, who stayed committed to the project, even in its most challenging days. And many thanks go to Janice McFadden and the entire park board for their ongoing support and encouragement. A special thanks goes to Walter, Brian, and Jason Ferguson for volunteering their time to install the electrical work for the memorial. When we were searching for a place to locate the memorial, Janice and the park board stepped up to the plate and offered this wonderful location. And from the very beginning, Janice, her board, and her workers have done everything we've asked of them. I'd like to thank the officers and the board of directors of the foundation and each and every committee member. With a special thanks to Chuck Bell, our treasurer, and Main Street Bank for always being there with their support. But most importantly, we need to turn our attention to the names on that wall and thank the men who paid the ultimate sacrifice. And thank those men who spent years in prisoner war camps enduring suffering beyond our comprehension. As we gather here today on this special occasion to honor those who served and paid the ultimate sacrifice from Brooke County, it marks the 93rd year our country has come together to honor the millions of brave men and women who have so bravely served their country. Unfortunately, since that first Armistice Day on November 11th, 1919, the world has literally lost millions of soldiers and civilians as a result of war. And on this day, as we celebrate and honor our own, let's not forget and continue to pray for the young men and women who, as we speak, are in harm's way in Iraq and Afghanistan. Let's also pray that someday the human race embraces the idea that human suffering that results from war can no longer be tolerated, and guns and missiles are replaced with compassion and understanding. 8 years ago, a small group of people from Brooke County made the decision to honor a fallen comrade by erecting a monument in his honor. However, it didn't take long for this small group of people to become a large group of people, and the concept of honoring one fallen comrade expanded into a much larger vision. It expanded to include honoring all the brave young men and women from Brooke County who served, and memorializing those who gave their lives from Brooke County defending our country. Thus the phrase, all gave some, and some gave all. We also realized that those who were captured and incarcerated in prisoner of war camps throughout Europe and Japan should be given special recognition on the wall, enduring indescribable conditions at the hands of our enemies. For the past 8 years, this group of dedicated individuals endured several setbacks, as most of you know. Some major, which at times seemed to threaten the very